YouTube, what's going on? It's Mose. This is Mose Knows, and we are continuing today in our 32 team mock draft series. Today, we headed to the Steel City. We are going to Pittsburgh, and we are going to do a full 7-round mock draft for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into any of that, it's been a couple days now, but we still want to send our thoughts, prayers, and condolences to the family and friends of Dwayne Haskins, who tragically lost his life a few days ago in that accident. Not going to dive deep into it. Don't know too many of the details. All I know is we lost a great young man too soon. He was only 24. He's going to turn 25 on May 3rd. It's right around the corner. I know he's married. I know he has kids. I know he has a mother, father, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, colleagues, co-workers, teammates, coaches, anybody who's come in contact with him. This is a tragic loss in their lives. So we just want to send thoughts, prayers, and God's covering and comfort to anyone that knew him and had a relationship with him. It's a really, really unfortunate situation when we have to report these type of stories. Yes, we know this is life. And, people are born and people pass on, but I just feel like, it's always tough, and it's someone like that who's 24 years old. The rest of his life is still in front of him. To lose him at this point in his life, it's too soon. It's too soon. So again, love, prayers, condolences to his family and friends, to this Pittsburgh Steelers organization who brought this young man in, from his days in Washington. They brought this young man in, and really enjoyed him as a teammate, as a player, and wanted to see good things for his future. So, yeah, man, those stories are always kind of tough. But moving back into the football side of things, Pittsburgh's looking for a quarterback. And this has nothing to do with Dwayne Haskins. This is more to do with the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger, no longer in a Steelers uniform. We did bring in Mitchell Trubisky, but is Mitch Trubisky really the answer at quarterback? And I do believe it's unfortunate, because I felt like there was going to be a quarterback competition. Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, Dwayne Haskins. I honestly feel like Mike Tomlin was going to allow those three guys to go out, give them each equal opportunity, and see who took the bull by the horns and ran away with that job. So that, the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger, the unfortunate passing of Dwayne Haskins, that puts the Steelers in a tough spot to really make sure that they address the quarterback position going forward. Not too many changes elsewhere. We were able to sign Myles Jack. I think that's a huge underrated signing. Now in this 3-4 scheme, in the middle, we got Myles Jack next to Devin Bush. Whoa. I think they might be scary together. That might be a really, really solid linebacker tandem. I'm not going to go as far to say Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, but they are going to be exciting. They are going to be explosive. They are going to be flying all over the field. So I like to see that together. Like to see them together. So yeah, not too many changes for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. This team has always been, looking at the wide receiver position as I'm talking about it, no more Juju Smith-Schuster. So we have some gains, we have some losses, but we know Pittsburgh Steelers is one of the premier most well-run organizations in the NFL. So this roster is pretty solid. Let's jump right in. Let's take a look at where we can help this team get a little bit better. So we're going to select Pittsburgh. We want 7 rounds. And we want fast draft speed because we don't care about what anybody else is doing. And we are on the clock at 20. Okay. Kenny Pickett is off the board. Do you want to go Desmond Ridder here? It's possible. You could go Desmond Ridder. But interior O-line is a need. And his colors were kind of similar in college. I don't see how you can't take this guy here. And no matter who you have, whether it's Trubisky, Rudolph, or somebody you draft, want to be able to shore up the offensive line. I think Tyler Linderbaum right now is a better center than Mason Cole. I think the Steelers wanted to attack that position last year. There were options available. Landon Dickerson went to the Eagles. And then Creed Humphrey went to the Chiefs. But I feel like this year they can get their guy here at 20. I'm going Tyler Linderbaum, Pittsburgh. He's a perfect fit for this team and that offensive line. No question about it. Desmond Ridder comes off the board to Seattle. And now Pittsburgh, we're on the clock at 52. Matt Corral is here. Do we go Matt Corral here in the second round? I don't think so. Possible, but I don't think so. Christian Harris would have been amazing here. But again, we have Devin Bush, we have Miles Jack, TJ Watt, and Malachi Smith on the outside. Pass rushers in that 3-4. I don't think we need him there. Do we go offensive lineman again? Now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans schooled me last year. I wasn't up on Kevin Dotson. It was like, no, go back and watch the tape. Kevin Dotson is that dude. And he was. Steelers fans were right. We have James Daniels on the other side. We have Kendrick Green, who we drafted last year. So maybe Tyler Smith isn't a need right now. Safety is a need, but if we look at the drop-off, after the top safeties go, there's like a huge drop-off. Maybe you could see somebody like Nick Cross, although his rank here is 128, he could sneak up into, this range in the second round. Let's see who else is available first. Okay, so corner is a need. Darion Kendrick from Georgia. Mario Goodrich, Alontae Taylor. Some solid guys here. Let's take a look at interior defensive line. Any nose tackles here? Not down till Ridgeway. Is Carter? No, Carter's not a nose. So not down till we get to Ridgeway. So I think we can maybe wait and see if we can snag Ridgeway later if we want another nose tackle for this defense. Tackle we can look at. Falele's here. They got wide receiver on our board. I mean, we have Johnson, Claypool, and Miller. But a guy like Mechie with his speed, Calvin Austin with his speed. I think you could put Pascal. Enigbare, Benito, Sam, D'Angelo Malone, Dominic Robinson on this team as backup outside linebackers in this 3-4. You could get Matt Corral if you liked him, really liked him, or Sam Howell. He's 6'2". That's actually not bad. I thought he was smaller than that. I'm gonna go Matt Corral. I think because the drop off is so swift. Maybe you don't address quarterback this year. Maybe you wait until next year. And you find another veteran to bring in. But I don't know. Matt Corral stock is rising. And I think you bring him in and if you have Trubisky, you kind of have an idea of what he does as a quarterback. Matt Corral is kind of in that similar vein. Maybe Corral even has a stronger arm. So I feel like if you don't get a quarterback there isn't one that you are going to get in the later rounds. Maybe a Carson Strong, but no. And then everybody else, you're not drafting any of these guys for them to come in and battle for the starting job. We've seen second round quarterbacks do it. It's rare that you see later round quarterbacks do that, come in their rookie year and start right away. And the only really, really, really successful late round quarterback, I'm sure there are others, but the first late round quarterback that comes to mind that was successful is Tom Brady. And let's be honest, there isn't a Tom Brady in this bunch. I'm sure nobody thought Tom Brady would be Tom Brady, but there isn't a Tom Brady in this bunch. I'm safe in saying that. I feel confident in saying that. Okay. Tyson Anderson is an option here at safety. He's also looked at as like a hybrid safety linebacker type of guy. 6'2", 210, sub-package linebacker and third safety. So that's option. Dane Belton, Weatherford, Brian Cook. We got Minkah Fitzpatrick, so we're looking to replenish that strong safety spot. Although we have Carl Joseph on the roster, and I feel like he has bounced around a little bit, but Carl Joseph is a solid player. I feel like he can push Killebrew to start. Safe corner. Do we want to look at interior defensive line? Ridgeway is still out there, so that's somebody we can look at later. Tackle. Rasheed Walker from Penn State. Keep him in state. He could be an option. There's plenty of receivers. Tolbert. Actually like Wan'Dale Robinson and Khalil Shakir. But again, I don't feel like we need to really address or attack those at this point. Again, that linebacker is on the bottom of this totem pole. I like Alontae Taylor a lot. Levi Wallace, Justin Lee, Mccullough Witherspoon, Cam Sutton, Isaiah Johnson, James Pierre, Lyndon Stevens, DeMarcus Hasty. I feel like we need a better backup to TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. And I mean, either way, if you go corner, there's tons of pass rushers. So if we don't get Sam Williams, we can get a Majai Sanders, D'Angelo Malone, Dominic Robinson. And there are a bunch of corners. If we don't get Alontae Taylor, Marcus Jones, Josh Williams, Cam Taylor Britt, Martin Emerson, Zion McCullum, Jalen Watson, Kobe Bryant, Montari Brown. There's tons of corners. But edge rushers with Sam Williams' ability, not so much. There's more corners than edge rushers. And what Pittsburgh does best is rush the passer. So I like that. He's a solid rotational pass rusher behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Our pick is coming up here in the 4th round, pick number 138. Boom. Zion McCullum, Sam Houston State. Love it. Solid pick. He feels like a Steelers pick too. That he feels like a solid day 3 Steelers pick. So no 5th round pick for Steelers. Going through the 6th round, and it's looking quite. Oh, there we go. 208. I actually like this a lot. Ooh. Wanye Thomas or Nick Grant. 6'3", 217. 6'4", 191. Wanye Thomas or Nick Grant. I mean, with Wanye, you can drop him in the box. 6'3", 217. And he's a hitter. But Nick Grant ain't no slouch either. Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh, that's a tough one. Do we want the light Nick Grant, or do we want the... Ooh. That's tough. I thought it was just Nick Grant. I was going to be like, oh, just give me Nick Grant. I'll take him. But then Wanye Thomas is sitting there. I'm going to go Wanye. Yeah. I'm going to go Wanye. All right, 225. We didn't address it with Ridgeway, but I think, honestly, we're fine not addressing interior defensive line. Oh, Andrew Stuber from Michigan. We could address the tackle, get our swing tackle in the building, or somebody who wants to battle for a starting spot. Michigan, solid offensive lineman, Andrew Stuber. I like that here at 225. And then we're on the clock at 241. Could get another wide receiver. Izukama from Texas Tech has been flying up draft boards, so that's an option. Do we want another interior linebacker? No. Marcus Allen, Ulysses Grant, Buddy Johnson, who we drafted last year. I mean, Hansford is here, Nefi Sewell's here, Malcolm Rodriguez, some solid guys. But I don't think we need to address linebacker at this point. Let's go with the receiver. Let's go with Izu Khan, Texas Tech. And that's going to finish it. That's going to do it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And let's see what we got. All right. First round, pick 20. Steelers take Tyler Linderbaum, center guard from Iowa. At pick 52, we take quarterback Matt Corral from Ole Miss. At pick 84, we take edge rusher Sam Williams from Ole Miss. At pick 138, we take Zion McCullough, corner from Sam Houston State. At pick 208, we take safety Wanye Thomas from Georgia Tech. Pick 225, we take offensive tackle Andrew Stuber from Michigan. And at 241, we take wide receiver Eric Izukama from Texas Tech. Steelers fans, Steel Curtain, Steeler Nation, let me know what you think about this draft. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Let me know what you would have done differently. Sound off in the comment section below. I love interacting with you all. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time and attention. Do a couple things for me before you head out and enjoy the rest of your day. Step 1, smash that thumbs up button. If you like the content, if you like these mock drafts, if you want to see where Mose Knows is continuing to learn and grow and take this channel and this content into the future, smash that thumbs up button for me. Let me know what you like. Greatly appreciate it. Step 2, become a part of the Mose Knows fan. Once you're family, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. So hit that subscribe button. Then take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. We are continuing in this series. This is episode 20. We got 12 to go. We're doing a final round 1 mock draft on the 27th, the day before the draft starts on the 28th. You don't want to miss any of that content that is coming out. We're trying to schedule maybe some more prospect interviews. Hopefully we can fit in a couple of those before the draft starts. And then maybe we'll do some post-draft interviews with players who were drafted and try to see, how they're feeling. Now they're in the NFL. What were the emotions like during draft weekend? All the things, but kind of, tap their brain and see how they're feeling. So again, you don't want to miss any of that content. If you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, you can do that on all of my social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have a link in the description for all of those social media accounts. Love you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day.